What's going on? What it do, baby? Hey, listen. Y'all know what time it is, man. All 32 side of Trapper Die podcast starting up. Nick is on the way. Rye is on the way. Let's go ahead and kick things off. Trapper Die podcast starting up right now. Trapper Die. Trapper Die. You gon' trapper die. I just appreciate everybody watching.
Watch him throw the ball. We gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through fourth and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders, heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on, keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive. This is Trapper Die.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Hawk TV, man. That boy was in that thing off the rip. Malik, the new Willie Beeman. Shout out to Willie Beeman, bruh. What you know about Willie Beeman? Hey, but listen, welcome back to another episode of Trapper Die Podcast, provided to you by 214 Media. I am your host, Mual, Coach Mual, Hen Dog Mual, all that good stuff, man. Nick is in the waiting room. Let me get these administrative items out of the way, and we're going to bring him in. Rise on the way. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of things, a couple of things, but let me get the administrative items out of the way. Whichever way you are listening, always be sure to rate, review, or like the show. If you are new to the Trapper Die podcast, make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on Twitch, man. It helps the show growth, and it's truly appreciated for real. Second administrative item, obviously, if you all were around for the Washington Commanders morning show that is streamed, because I know I put the podcast out too, but it's Commanders morning show is streamed every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on exclusively on Twitch and on YouTube for those who listen to the podcast. So if you want a live morning listen, make sure you tap into the actual YouTube for that one. If you all listened to it this morning, you understood that I got a opportunity to host the podcast for SB Nation's Hogs Haven podcast platform, and I'm grateful, bro. Like, the opportunity was great. You all know it. I talked about everything and, you know, the things that I went through, my journey, and things like that this morning, and it's truly appreciated. And I want to make sure that since the first episode is out on Hogs Haven, that I also, you know, send the people like a particular thank you. And it's going to happen twice. It's going to happen once on this platform and then once on the platform that I'm speaking about. But the Hog staff, there's been a ton of people who helped me along the way. Willie T, my mind on sports. Ben Standick helped me out. You know, he helped me on Breaking Burgundy. Chris Russell, a whole ton of a ton of people, right? And the most important people that helped me like get like an official breakthrough was the Hog staff. Steve, Alex, all those guys, man. I truly appreciate everything that they've done for me. And I'm not saying like, as in like, this is the last stop for me. The journey's always going to continue. But like the type of person I am, I will never like move forward in life or my next phase without, you know, giving my thank yous and appreciations to people, man. That's just who I am. I'm very appreciative of things and opportunities. And if you know who I am, you know that, you know, there's things in life that really ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing comes by easy. So I want to make sure that Steve and Alex gets their thank yous on my platform, Trapper Dive YouTube channel. If you aren't listening to the Hog Style, make sure you tap in over there. They have a website as well. They were the ones who put me onto this podcast and stuff. They're the ones who credentialed me with the Commanders. I was able to cover the team for 3 years. I'm working to get back into that, but you know, they are the ones who helped me out, like from a journalism standpoint, man. So everything that they did for me, I wouldn't even be in this position that I am now. So I had to start that one off with. I had to start the show off with that one because and I did my hog saving thing. You know, I gave a background, but I didn't go too far in depth, in which I think I should have or I could have. So thank you to the hog style. Thank you to everybody else before them. Thank you to everybody else that came after them. But yeah, let's get to it, man. Let me go ahead and get my boy Nick up in this thing. Right quick. I was about to change his name. There you go. Oh, Lord.
What it
Boom,
do?
drop a dive.
What it do?
By the way, I'm glad the YouTube algorithm shit y'all my way. Appreciate you. And Hawk, ain't no bullshit. Hawk, you probably been in here. I done seen you goddamn every day of the stream, bruh. The morning stream. Hey, much respect to you, man. And matter of fact, let me make sure. Oh, Lord, how I'm going to do this? I got to make sure I subscribe to you. How do I do that? I'm going to find you. I could just look you up. I got a whole bunch of things going on. What's going on, Nick? How you feeling, dog?
What it do, cuz? You know what I'm saying? I'm Gucci, baby. Had a chill day at the gym.
Food. You showing food and shit.
Yeah, bro. I try to eat before 7 o'clock for real. 7:30. That ain't gonna happen today, so I try to get a little snack in real quick. Trader Joe's PB&J, baby. PB&J bars.
Trader Joe's PB&J. You talking about that little Crustables junk?
Not really. It's like a granola bar for real. With peanut butter and jelly. Either way, it's a solid jump, bro. Definitely try it out. But
I'm gonna say I thought about them Crustables from Miami, bro, South Beach. Them Jones, nigga, we was crushing them Jones like every day, like 5 times a day, crushing them Jones. Cause they just had them Jones out front of our door for free. Like, who does that?
Can't be free, bro. But I'm trying to cut back on the bread for real. Been a little difficult, you know what I'm saying? But hasn't been too hard. Cut back on bread, cut back on juice. Yeah.
I get it. I get it. So let me go ahead and get through this agenda right quick. Let people know what we got going on. As always, Rye's late. He's late for the gym. He's late for shows. Very unprofessional. And he thinks that's okay. But on the show, we're talking about Dallas and Tennessee. Catching up with these boys, seeing what they got going on. Tennessee got a game tomorrow. Washington got a game on Saturday, but Dallas got a game on Saturday as well, too. We're going to talk about what the hell Dallas been up to, Tennessee been up to. That boy, Trayvon Diggs, is having himself a hell of a training camp. I'm going to check in with Nick, see how he feeling about the boy Trayvon Diggs, see if he's worried about anything, or if it's just something that just happens. Later on the show, let me go ahead and get this boy in here, bro. This late ass fool.
Nah, bro, that's not what happened, bro.
Hey, shut up.
My phone
Shut up. You come in here lying, bro. You said what?
My phone just restarted out of nowhere.
Oh, like the cat ate your homework and shit, or your dog ate your homework? That's the excuse.
Come on, bro. Don't do me like that, bro.
What's going on, T? How you feeling? What's going on? Where are we at? All right, so we're gonna catch up on Dallas and Tennessee with Rye and Nick. And then we're gonna talk about how Liquid Courage ultimately landed the Los Angeles Rams at Super Bowl. We're gonna talk about that thing right there. And I think that's gonna be the shit that we see on social media too, the little segment right there. And then we're gonna close out with predicting which teams have the best chance to go from worst to first in their respective divisions. So we're gonna talk about all those things. So let's get the first segment out of the way. Random rankings. If you've been paying attention to the last 2 episodes, we just started implementing this, man. It's been a fun game from everybody involved. Nick, you're going to go ahead and let the people know how this game is played. Ultimately, when everybody catches on, we don't have to do this part, but let everybody know what this random ranking is. Me and Rab, we about to bring our A game, and I'm about to make sure I have the best list possible.
Appreciate the introduction, Mark. On the way home, though, I actually changed the name. On the way home, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I didn't even call it a name. I ain't gonna lie. That was just the segment because I had no other name. But go ahead.
Yeah,
you got it.
Go ahead. What's
the
name,
bro?
That's cool.
What's
Bro. We're gonna call it Blind Five. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Basically something chill.
All right, so you got Blind Five, but you ain't had nothing for when I asked you about the commander's name. All right,
man. Bro, it's hard to get something with that name, bro. I'm sorry,
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
It's not
Take
that
command, the
free.
only thing they got, bro. Take command is all they got, bro. They
You know
took
what's
that
wild?
already.
And it's yep, exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say.
They
God
said
damn it. All right, go ahead, bro.
that's probably why they chose that name for it. They was like, nobody else gonna have this.
It was
But
it was a good name.
yeah.
It's a good name. But tell the
So-
people what the Blind Five is all about.
Yeah, so blind five is basically I'm gonna give out 5 players, and Ryan and Mual, and you at home, you got to come up with your top 5 list, not knowing who the next person is.
Matter of fact, in the chat, and we need to hear that. We need to see. We're all gonna have a turn. He's going to go ahead and go through the rest of the explanation, but make sure everybody in this chat is paying attention because we need to hear what's going on and get our rankings together. Go ahead.
Yeah, so basically I'm gonna give out. Just say I give out Aaron Rodgers. You got to put him on where you think he might end up on the list, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, your list looks better than how they list be looking the last couple of weeks. But we're gonna see what happens. And speaking of Aaron Rodgers, for this week, we're doing quarterbacks. Current quarterbacks in the league. I'm not gonna tell you obviously who it is. Are y'all ready for the first one?
Yeah.
First quarterback on the list. Smoking Joe Burrow.
You go first, Ma.
No, you go first.
I went first last time. Whatever, bro.
You gotta just-
3.
Smoking Joe at 3. That's solid. And Ma not here.
I'm right here, bruh. Dakota, like when you have hardwood floors, you gotta be careful what you give your dog sometimes, man. I gave her this big ass knuckle bone, and her dumb ass ran the knuckle bone down the stairs and dropped it all over the hardwood floor. So I'm a little nervous that junk scuffed up. That's all. I heard you, Joe Burrow. Rod said 3. Actually, I'm gonna do 3 too. Let me go ahead and write these down so I almost forgot. My bad.
Yeah.
All right, so where we
go.
at? Right.
Smoking Joe. So both y'all have him at 3. Number 2 quarterback. Let's go with Kyler Murray.
5.
Joe Burrow. 3. Joe Burrow. 3. Kyler.
I hate that Ma be typing and talking at the same time, bro. It blows me so much.
It
I
helps me
just
stay
typed it on my
focused.
iPad.
Helps me stay focused. I'm actually at 5 with Kyler too because I think he ass, so he got to be the worst quarterback.
Oh my God, bro.
Solid. Lamar Jackson.
Go ahead, bro.
Both.
Say number 1. You a hater, bro. 2. All right, Lamar Jackson. He got Ryan. Where I got him at? You said 4. Okay. 2. All right, let's get it.
Derek Carr.
2.
4. Derek Carr. All right. There 2. Okay, and I got him at 4. My joint looking sweet. Bet.
I actually think Derek is better than mine. So
Yeah, we don't care about your opinion.
I'm just saying. So I'm good with him at 2.
And then
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Both of y'all still got what? Number 1 open?
Yeah.
Oh shit! So it don't even matter then.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
don't
we
matter.
both got number 1. Who our number 1 guy?
Last one is Justin Herbert.
Oh, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. My list is official. My list is official. Hell yeah, my list is better than his.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is, bruh.
By
Go through
your
y'all
opinion.
list, bro.
All right, let Nick be the judge then. Since he the one who give us the list, let Nick be the judge on who got the better jumps moving forward.
All right.
All right, so all right, I'm gonna go through Rise and then go through mine.
I already know mine. Herbert, Carr, Joe, Lamar, Kyler.
Herbert, Carr, Joe, Lamar, Kyler.
What?
solid.
You had Lamar at 4.
I said Herbert, Carr.
Oh, you went the opposite way.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. Okay. All right. I'm at Herbert, Lamar, Herbert, Lamar, Burrow, Carr, Kyler. So we both got Kyler last. That's respectable. You know what I'm saying? And we both got Burrow in the middle of the pack. That's respectable.
Yeah.
We only interchanged 2 and 4. That's it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you though, but I do believe Derek Carr better than Lamar Jackson.
All right, let's move on to the next segment. Move on to the next segment. Yeah, we done with this conversation. Y'all
just saying, bro.
He not.
Y'all goddamn mind,
he is.
Bro,
Derek Carr is not better than bro. How are y'all? What's your criteria? It has to be on. It has to be strictly what he does with his arm. Like literally, it has to be only what he does from his arm. From a,
I think he's a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. I don't think Lamar Jackson does anything passing wise better than Derek Carr. Anything.
I will say this though. I was watching. Watching Lamar's. I was watching most drop passes in the league this year. Now let me tell you,
Hollywood had 20.
Hollywood was up there, dropping touchdowns, bro. I was like, bro, this Lamar could have had at least another 500 yards.
I think Lamar's good for real. I do.
And I'm just saying,
if you named your top 12, bro, I guarantee you Lamar will be in front of Derek. I know Lamar would be in front of Derek if you named your top 12 and not this the blind 5. I know that.
Derek Carr might be a top 10 quarterback. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I mean, he's around top 10. But that's what I'm saying. He's
around
around top 10, but my
jump,
point is Lamar wouldn't be leaving the top 7. Lamar's top 7. And y'all know that.
We kind
of how is Derek? Go ahead. I'm gonna leave the floor open to y'all. What's going on, Tony? How you feeling, big dog? I'm gonna leave the floor open to y'all. But I know that top 12. If you name the top 12, where would Derek Carr rank and where would Lamar rank?
I feel like we just did this.
I'm about to say, bro. I feel like we drive this Lamar thing into the ground, bro. Like
we did.
Go through this.
No, who was the quarterback that y'all used? Y'all used somebody else against Lamar.
It was Josh Allen, bro.
Yes.
Josh Allen. We did.
And Josh Allen is better than Lamar for me.
Okay.
But y'all not gonna sit here and say Lamar isn't better than goddamn Derek Carr, bro.
Why do you do that to Derek Carr like that?
Derek Carr.
Why you talking?
I literally just said, are y'all not hearing me? I literally just said he's a top 12. Because y'all is, but y'all know because y'all know Lamar is a top 7 quarterback, bro. So how are y'all gonna sit here?
Why he got
is he not
my top 7?
Is he not a top 7?
Lamar for sure top 12.
I'm about to say he might not be in my top 7, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He might be like top 10.
And where's Derek at?
Above him. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not trying to see. That's the thing, bro. I know people probably watch the show think I'm not trying to disrespect Lamar Jackson. I've said on a numerous amounts of occasions, bro. Lamar Jackson is tough. He deserves all the credit that he gets, bro. But as a quarterback, I think what makes Lamar special is the fact that he can use his legs. He's a special player. But we talking about strictly playing quarterback, pocket, outside the pocket, bro. He don't throw better than Derek Carr, bro. Or produce the numbers Derek Carr produced. Now I know people gonna say it's all niggas when I was talking about the numbers, but
all right.
The numbers mean something, bro.
Lamar is a better football player than Derek
I
Carr.
can contest that.
But Derek Carr is a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. That's fair and correct,
bruh.
Lamar Jackson is a better football player than a lot of quarterbacks, but he's not a better quarterback.
But y'all are saying better quarterback as in like it's a huge gap between those two. It's not.
I didn't say it was a huge gap.
Because
if he was 7 and 8, we still say he a better quarterback. Don't matter, bro. He better. Sorry.
I feel like y'all know the answer. Like y'all know the real answer, and y'all are
feel about Lamar, bro. I've said it.
Yeah. And I also feel like Derek Carr wouldn't be in that same boat with Lamar, bro. Like I think that I think there's tiers, right? We all know the tiers. Like we all know tier 1, tier whatever, all that stuff. I think that if they're in the same tier, if they are in the same tier,
I would say in the same tier.
Yeah, I'm about to say if they are in the same tier, I'm saying that Lamar is higher than Derek.
And
Lamar
that's okay
is more
if
responsible.
You feel like that, bro. That's okay if you feel like that. I'm not about to sit here, but for me, I would take Derek Carr. I'm sorry.
All right, bro. I mean, y'all cool. That's straight. It's whatever, bro. At this point, I just think that there are situations where like you kind of like when you have the accolades and you have the resume that Lamar has, bro. There's just certain people who's clearly haven't been able to top that, and throughout his career, like Derek Carr has folded several times, and towards the latter end of their seasons in Oakland and for his sake, Las Vegas as well. Because they can't get things done towards the tail end of the season, and he's primarily responsible for those random ass collapses that the Raiders have had under John Gruden. John Gruden. So I just feel like if y'all are gonna sit here and say he's a better quarterback, you have to take into account every single aspect. Lamar is a clutch player. Derek Carr is sometimes clutch. Like he doesn't come through towards the Novembers and Decembers of the seasons, but he comes Lamar? Through. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. They win.
Lamar,
what are you talking about?
Stop it, Jamal.
What are you talking about?
Blunders, everybody points out that Lamar does not get it done in the playoffs, bro. You want to talk about end of the season? Lamar Jackson does not go in the postseason.
He makes the playoffs. Derek Carr don't even sniff the playoffs. What are you talking about?
First of all, bro, you talking
about Derek Carr division.
Look
at Derek Carr division.
I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. He goes against the Pittsburgh Steelers every single season, bro. Derek Carr gets smoked against everybody in his division, bro. And y'all are sitting here going to tell me that this man don't, bro. Y'all are not thinking straight, bro. He don't even sniff the playoffs. He don't even sniff them. You don't sniff the playoffs, bro.
Lamar's blunders in the playoffs. You don't get to do that, bro.
He makes the playoffs. Derek Carr can't.
First off, Lamar, hold on.
Why do you think the Ravens are making the playoffs? Why do you think the Ravens are making playoffs every year?
They've been playing the.
Was he just not in the playoffs?
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, when's the last time he was in the playoffs, Rob? Before this year.
The past season.
No. Shut up, bro.
What are you talking about?
When was the last time he was in the playoffs before this year? That's what I asked you.
Candidate and tore his fibula.
What? 2015, right? 7 years ago.
2015? No, nigga.
Let's look it up right now because I know you did, bro. Y'all about to kill.
And you can sit there and point out there and make the playoffs, bro. The Raiders organization has been a joke for years, bro. That happened. 2016. My bad. 2016. That's the year that he broke. So 6 years ago. That's the last time he made the playoffs. So was the Raiders organization not tragic over the last 5 years, bro?
That's part of the problem. That's what I'm getting at, bro. They had Gruden when Gruden took over. When Gruden took over, things changed. Their roster improved and they still lost. That's what I'm getting at. Their roster improved and they still lost, bro.
Hey, bro, how they roster improved? They didn't re-sign none of the people they just drafted over the past couple of years.
Hey Nick, do you realize when Gruden took over? Gruden took over, that was 2018. So if you're going to sit here and talk about anything about the people that they drafted, they have a minimum of 4 years on their contract. So their contracts would expire this year.
And guess what? None of them getting re-signed. All of them on the.
That's not the point. You just asked the question and you just gave a foolish question, bro.
Trayvon Morig, Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Abram can't stay healthy.
Jacob's still on the team.
They traded away Khalil Mack. All the people they got for him suck.
He wasn't drafted by Gruden.
I know. He got rid of the best player, and now they suck.
They all drafted them sorry niggas, bro.
Come on, bro.
They didn't draft him, bro. They didn't draft Khalil Mack.
No, I'm talking about everybody after Khalil Mack trade.
He just talking
about. Listen, bro.
All right, we gotta move on, bro.
Niggas talking about the draft picks that Oakland got that turned out to be trash.
And he threw in Khalil Mack in his whole argument, bro. Khalil Mack was not part of their draft class, bro. John Gruden was there after Khalil Mack, bro.
You're not listening. I said everybody they use, everybody
I know that
for the Khalil trade, all the picks they got for the Khalil trade end up not being good. That's what I said. That's why I brought up Khalil.
No, you also said they're not re-signing everybody as well. That's what you said. That's what you started off with.
They're not re-signing none of them.
Now
I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
It doesn't matter anymore, bro. Gruden's not there. That's not the point. It's not the point, bro.
The point is Gruden sucked.
So if we're gonna, so now we're making. All right, bro. If y'all gonna find these reasons to say Derek Carr is better than a guy who clearly has Lamar Jackson isn't better than clearly a guy who's folded in the second half of seasons notoriously, bro. He's known for that over the last three or so years, bro.
So
and you gonna sit here and say that they folded?
Known for, bro?
Running around.
A
That's
dog, bro. What are you saying?
No.
He's known for. He's an elite player.
Look.
Okay,
All
bro.
right,
He's an elite regular season player. Sure.
Guess what? Derek Carr ain't no elite shit. He ain't elite on shit.
Bro, you brought up end of the year blunders, bro. That's what you.
End of the year, bro.
So why do
if you're talking about
when the biggest games, you talk about Lamar Jackson being clutch.
Do you know how you sound, bro? He is making the dance. He is making the dance. How many times did Derek Carr make the dance?
How many regular season games Derek Carr has come?
Derek Carr's made the dance one time.
Twice.
Derek Carr's made the dance one time.
Bro, Derek
Hey,
Carr's
also,
no, he didn't. He broke his leg before he made the playoffs. He broke his leg before he made the playoffs. So he made the playoffs one time.
He led them to the playoffs, though, right?
He won what, 11 and something? Yeah, for sure. He won like 11 games.
Yeah, you said once.
In that division.
He broke his leg, so he did not play in the playoffs. Therefore, he only had one playoff season. It's that simple. It's literally as technical as it gets.
Okay, Ma. You can say
how are you going to count anything that he didn't play in?
And the Raiders had a good chance. A lot of people were picking the Raiders to do some things in the playoffs that year.
I was one of them. I agree.
There was like 13-3 there. But
12-4. I'm looking at the shit right now.
Okay, something like that. End of the day, like 12-4. All right, bro. Whatever. So what?
Speak, motherfucker.
But, listen, bro. You don't get to sit here and talk about Derek Carr not performing, bro. Lamar Jackson, and there's no bigger time to be clutch but the postseason, bro. Derek Carr, you know that year that was doing 13 games, whatever 12 games, whatever you use. Derek Carr was
stop saying 13, 12.
Part of that whole season, bro.
Yeah, 6 years ago. Okay.
All right, bro. You talk about him being clutch, and I just gave you some clutch moments.
Also, Lamar Jackson.
How you gonna speak on, bro? It's 6 years ago. How you gonna speak on any clutch moments? And you're talking about, hey, what happened? What happened that time in 2016 when they went 12-4?
Derek Carr has been known for
answer. Look, let's answer this question. No, it's playoff time. We know the situation. Like we know the situation with Lamar Jackson. Let me ask you all this question, and we can end it on this. And I'm not even going to give a rebuttal. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. Y'all can give whatever response y'all want because I'm sick of this shit. I'm done.
You did it.
What?
You did.
Let me ask the question because y'all are dead wrong.
Come on.
Here we go.
I asked not.
Would y'all take a quarterback in a team who has a chance to win in the playoffs, or would you take a team and a quarterback who doesn't even make it because they can't make it out of December? Which one would you take? Would you take the option that they're in the dance, or would you take the option that these guys can't even make it to the dance? Which one would you take?
I take the better team.
All right, so you're gonna take the team that made it to the playoffs.
I take the better team.
All right, bet the team that made it to the playoffs.
I'll take the better team.
All right, bet the team that made it to the playoffs. Okay,
nah,
cool.
he don't get to do that, bro. Nah,
all right, the team that made it to the playoffs.
Because the Derek Carr was on the Raiders.
The team who made it to the playoffs.
Derek Carr, excuse me.
All right, Nick, who you got?
They be going to the offs too all the time. Yes.
Nick, who you got? First off, Nick, who you got? The team that actually makes it to the dance, or the team that can't even make it. They can't even sniff the playoffs.
Don't say can't sniff the playoffs, Maul. You can't do that, bro. Can't sniff.
Let me tell you something about Lamar Jackson and these Ravens who've been beating up on their division.
I just asked the question. I don't know. You about to say some bullshit.
And Big Ben old ass. Hey, but that's 6 games. They damn near about to win every year, bro, because their division suck. So of course they're gonna make it to the playoffs.
Who would you take?
I'm gonna take the team that I'm gonna take, bro.
I think first off, everybody that's listening and watching, I think I just won my argument off the strength of those.
No, you didn't, bro. All right, let's move on. You gave a biased ass.
You just said you
I give a bias.
You're talking about bias.
You're talking about. Bro, you gave the most biased option you can give.
Did I not give facts? No. I gave facts.
Bro, you're talking about a team and an organization.
When was the last time that the Raiders made the playoffs? Ask this question.
You would take the better team. Who has the better team?
Last year,
I would take the team that made the playoffs and had a chance to win.
I'll take the better team.
I would take the team that actually made the playoffs. Exactly. I think we know who the better team was.
Are we done? Can we move?
Yeah, I'm glad that y'all are speaking because I'm not. Y'all are putting this information out there. I'm glad that y'all are saying these things.
My boy, information.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Let's see what Derek Carr do this year.
I'm about to say.
We know who the better team is.
Let's see who the better team this year.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Let me see who.
It'll be open this year.
Come on, bro.
Sure. Yeah, Hawk. We were talking about Lamar Jackson And so for those who don't know, we do something called the Blind Five, new name of the first segment. And the Blind Five is essentially we name five, or we're given 5 players by Nick, and the 5 players that are given by Nick is based on one position, and we're given one name at a time, and we have to predict where they would project or where they would be in a ranking out of 1 through 5. So essentially, the conversation has come down to Derek Carr and Lamar Jackson. Rye and myself have I have Lamar at 2. Rye had Lamar at 4 in our ranking in our blind 5, and Rye had Derek Carr at 2, and I had Derek Carr at 4. So we're over here talking about Derek Carr and Lamar Jackson, and why this man Rye is so adamant that Derek Carr is better than Lamar Jackson. That's what that whole discussion.
If you're gonna quote me, bro,
encompassed.
please do it correctly. Don't repeat me and not say it right. What I said was, from the quarterback standpoint of throwing the football pocket, all that requires to be a quarterback in the NFL. I think Derek Carr has more tools and a better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. Now, Lamar Jackson is a great football player, bro. Not taking shit away from Lamar. But from a quarterback standpoint, he does not do things better than Derek Carr, bro. Sorry.
I don't think anything I said gave your
nah, but I just
synopsis
wanted to be put in right context. I don't want people to think I'm hating on Lamar.
Like that, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
You gotta let them know.
Sure.
Gotta let them know.
Yeah. All right. Hey, well, listen, man. Let's go ahead and get to the next thing, man. The shit that we see on social media. Fellas, I don't want y'all to go down the rabbit hole or think too deep on this one. You know, you get what I'm saying? Actually, you know what? Let's transition. We're going to skip this altogether. We're going to go into a topic because this is a safe space. I'm not going to set anybody up on live streams, anything like that. Let's go ahead and transition. Let's get into catching up on Dallas and Tennessee before we get into the Liquid Courage conversation. Fellas, Dallas, Tennessee. Tennessee plays tomorrow. Dallas plays on Saturday. I'm going to give the floor to you all, whichever way you want to go. You know, Ryan, I want to hear about that boy Malik Willis. And then, Nick, you know I want to hear about that boy Trayvon Diggs. But whoever wants to take the first stab at it, y'all can. Just give me an update on your mob, how you feeling about this team, and some concerns, and obviously what you want to see from that preseason game. I know it's a lot. We can go. I'll filter the conversation and help you all remember some things as the conversation goes by. But what are you all thinking about y'all mobs as we get ready for the first preseason games?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We got Baltimore, so that'll be something I'll be watching the entire time. Malik, as of now, is considered to be third string. There's a random quarterback in front of him. He happened to be our backup last year for Tannehill. His name is Logan Woodside. Not nothing special. I mean, I'm sure by close of training camp, he'll be either off the team or third quarterback. I don't really see us keeping 3 quarterbacks in the season. Malik's been looking all right in the training camp. Ups and downs like any rookie quarterback would be. He's had some good practices. I mean, really good practices, and he's had some blunders here and there. But as to be expected as a rookie, I saw a report today. I was mentioning earlier. We were in the gym that they don't already anticipate him playing, which is what I already thought, playing at any point this season unless some injury happens to Ryan Tannehill.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought you were talking about Thursday. You talking about overall in the regular season. Okay.
Yeah, regular season. Just to, put it out there for the fans or whoever else might inquire media about, Malik Willis playing time. Because, occasionally what they'll do, especially with athletic quarterbacks, they try to fit him in for a little read option here and there, like they did with Lamar, like they did with Trey Lance. That type of thing. I don't think Mike Vrabel is going to be interested in, playing Malik like that. I'm looking forward to seeing Malik playing a lot of the preseason game tomorrow because I'm sure he's going to get a lot of burn being the third string at the moment. Of course, we got our first round pick, Treylon Burks. He's been looking good. A lot bigger receiver than a lot of people might realize. About 6'3", 225. Got good speed, got good hands. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does tomorrow too. Defense, I'm always high on them this year. Front seven looking good. Linebackers, D ends, D tackles. I mean, I'm feeling good about the corners more so than anything this year because we got Caleb Farley coming back. Caleb Farley's been out all last year. Basically, he only played like 2 games. So DBs are sharp this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing how how they turn out. But yeah, I think that's all. I mean, everybody been raving about Tannehill this training camp, but I don't really put too much stock in it. They say, Ryan Tannehill's been more vocal this year, taking more assertive roles. So we'll see. I mean, I have no choice but to put my faith in him. He's my starter. I'm going to be supportive as best I can. That 3 interception playoff game still, eats at me here and there, but I'm optimistic. Nothing he does in the regular season is really going to surprise me. I just want to see how he performs in the postseason because I really do feel like we'll still win the division again this year. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow more than anything to see Malik start play the whole game.
So here's my thing. Before we get to, I just want to know, because when I was listening, you said a lot of positives, which is cool. Like, it's nothing against that. I just want to know, like, where are the concerns at? You mentioned Tannehill,
I said they can have ups and downs, Malik, for sure, and Treylon.
No. Not like from a player standpoint. I want to know from a unit standpoint, where is the concerns at? What is the concerns of this team, and how has that unit been playing? Like, is it still the secondary? Because I know they was hurt last year, so it was kind of an issue. Like, where's the concerns at for the Titans?
I think last year the concern of mine, as far as coming to this year, would be depth. I mean, last year we had to interchange. I want to say we broke the NFL record with like 91 different active players on the team in order to get through the season. So that was an NFL record that we broke. So I know we've been trying to shore up depth from a lot of different positions, especially offensive line and defensive back, because those are the key positions we were losing a lot of last year. And DBs this year definitely have gotten a lot stronger as far as depth because we drafted a corner in the second round. Roger Mccrory out of Auburn guarded a lot of top receivers in the SEC. Tough, solid dude. If you want to look him up, trust me, you're going to like his tape. Caleb Farley, like I mentioned before, he was a first-round draft pick last year, only played a game and a half. He's back, totally healthy. They were saying, if it had not been for him injuring his ACL, he probably would have been a lottery pick, like top 10. We ended up getting him, I want to say like 18 or 19 last year. Not sure, but yeah, I think it was like 21. But got him back, showing up. We already had Elijah Molden, took him third round last year. He had a good season. I'm feeling good about the DBs this year, more so than last year. Our strong safety took a leap. Amari Hooker, I'm not sure y'all know what that is, but Amari Hooker is solid, coming into a contract year. So,
right.
What do you say? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
For sure. We should trade for him.
Nah, Derek's not going nowhere, bro. It's good to have wishful thinking. But that's another thing. Derek not playing no preseason games this year. He back fully healthy, looking good in training camp. My boy took the braid out. Y'all know how Derek Henry know when to play with the braids, tied up. He gonna let the motherfuckers hang this year.
Yeah, he got that shit from me.
Yeah, he letting it go this year. So yeah, man, I'm looking good. Well, not looking good, but feeling good about the season. So I don't really think I can really think of any concerns other than the postseason, bro, because it's hard to really look past the regular season because, as a football fan, niggas want to do that. So
you know what's the crazy thing that I noticed with like good teams, and I'm giving y'all credit, but I'm also like slighting in a sense. Like y'all are a good team. Y'all are a balanced roster in a sense. But I think that there's some areas that I don't think that the public knows or truly knows like where the weaknesses are. Like I think the teams who we are going to be going up against are probably going to find something that's going to be a nagging thorn in y'all side this season.
It's always something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what I was getting at.
It's always something. I mean, I don't really know what I can tell you right now until the season starts.
Until you find out.
I can't really tell you. But right now, I feel good about the players that we have in these positions. Is what I'm saying. And coaching staff, we added more coaches to the offensive side of the ball. That's really what our problem was last year, not being able to execute when we needed certain plays last year. We were also injured a lot of receiver last year too. I like our receiver depth this year too. He got a couple of people low key. Might surprise you, little slot receiver Kyle Phillips out of UCLA. I'm feeling good about him, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but we will see. I ain't about to say too much.
I got you. I will say one thing, Hawk. I do feel you on the Henry and Antonio Gibson. I would take Henry in an instant, man.
But y'all
Antonio Gibson, Send AG up out of here, bro. Give him his papers now and tell him he a Titan. Tighten up.
Yeah, what y'all on tonight? PCP?
All I'm saying is I understand where Hawk is coming from. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Derrick Henry gonna retire to the Titan. Tell you that right now.
Yeah, you think
so, bro?
What? It's like, no, let me not say that. I thought
I'm about to say, you know what happened with AJ Brown?
AJ Brown,
he hurt your feelings.
AJ Brown, that's not Derrick Henry though.
He hurt your feelings, bro.
Derrick Henry was the team,
and it was the team fault, but you blamed AJ Brown.
I blamed AJ Brown for what?
In the chat, you said we gave him an offer and he didn't even want to negotiate after that offer.
No, yeah, we gave him an initial offer, but the truth be told, you know,
that was a terrible offer.
A lot of the damage was done on social media, if I'm being honest. But yeah, he didn't. That's what the report say. They say we gave him an offer, and he went off the grid, weren't able to contact him, and you know, shortly after, a lot of this stuff happened on Twitter, and you know, stuff happened with Philly. It is what it is, but they say we didn't have any communication after that first offer. I mean, that's just what I read. So.
Yeah. You disrespect me like that too. I ain't fucking with you, bro.
I mean, the offer wasn't that far off from what he got from Philly, so.
Nah, bro. They gave. All right. Okay. I ain't gonna do that.
Don't.
All right.
Because you'd be wrong again.
No, I wouldn't be wrong again. I'd be right again.
Bruh.
Nick, where you at, bro? What's going on with Dallas? I just want to know how bad is Trayvon really getting cooked out there. That's all I really want to know, personally.
I'm gonna start inside, work my way back out. Bro.
There you go, Snick. Go ahead, bro. Walk that down, bro.
Come on, man. So I'm gonna start with the you know what I'm saying, interior. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, Micah Parsons might go for another 12 sacks, bro.
Might say he the last person you gotta worry about.
My man been having a great camp. He been killing Turnstile, bro. It's like every play he in the backfield. And I'm glad Turnstile don't gotta go as Micah Parsons in the game because it's gonna look ugly. Other than that, though, Tyler Smith, first round pick, actually been looking all right.
I forgot about him.
He a mauler, bro, and he's playing better inside. He doesn't have to.
He a guard?
Yeah, they got him playing guard next to Tyron. You know what I'm saying? Learn from the best. And he just been mauling niggas, bro. Like he really be just running people over, and put them in the dirt. But no, our interior, but our D line looking job crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. D tackles Neville Gallimore, he finally healthy.
I told you I fuck with y'all D line too. That and the person you just named, I be struggling with his name, but that dude is quick off the line, bro. I fuck with him.
For real, bro.
Bro, Neville. What's funny is, man, I told you about Neville Gallimore. Probably
Go
when he
ahead,
got drafted.
after we get off, bro. Send me his tape, bro. I want to see it.
Oh, I got you, bro. But Neville Gallimore, he a problem. Osu, he, you know what I'm saying? I haven't heard too much about him in camp, but my man finna hoop. Sam Williams, second round pick, has actually had a great camp as well. I didn't know. Well, I knew he was fast. I forgot cuz ran a 4.4. But I heard he getting off the line. He getting a couple sacks, and he also got a little edge to him. They got in a little fight the other day. Him and backup left guard Connor Montgomery got a little tussle. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see the little fight from my big guys. Also, another guy who's been causing a lot of commotion is John Ridgway, another D tackle from Arkansas. Short little white boy, but they call him the white gorilla or something like that.
Not white gorilla.
White gorilla, bro. But he be just getting in people's face, bro. Like he annoying. He like a Pat Bev. He got Pat Bev. I put it like that. And you know what I'm saying? He probably make the rotation, maybe. You know what I'm saying? See how stuff play out. But I think our D-line gonna be straight. Linebackers got Anthony Barr. I just need you to keep Micah clean. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need you to do, bro. Don't do nothing.
They said Barr starting on the pup list though.
Yeah. He only doing that because
what that guy
until I forgot he's gonna come off, but they put him on.
Be getting sneaky picks. I forgot you got Anthony Barr, but what does Anthony Barr have left? Is he still nice?
That's the thing, bro. If our D line is what I think they can be, he don't gonna do much, but you know what I'm saying, fly to the ball, bro. He should be clean. He
gonna start? I guess so.
Yeah, him and 55, and then you know, I don't know what they're gonna do to defense for real because Micah he gonna be dropping back, Pat rushing the passes. You know what I'm saying? But you got a guy like that.
You should tell Mike just go out there and play. Just go.
That's what I'm saying, bro. All right,
go out there and play, bro. We ain't even gonna tell you what to do.
Everybody else you gonna be in cover 3. Micah, you just
Lamb. Yeah.
Figure it out, bro. You see ball, go get ball. So I like that, bro. But they said our defense been flying, playing fast. Safety's been looking good. J-Ron Curse, problem. Been having a great camp. And also a dude we drafted our Fresno State, Deron Bland, been having a great camp as well. Funny thing is, they've been saying Anthony Brown been having a great camp. And I'm not talking about like a regular good camp. I'm talking about like he been out there strapping, getting he dropped a couple picks, but he not giving no catches like that. Kelvin Joseph, terrible camp.
Hey, bro. First of all, he didn't switch his number to 1 out there getting baked and sauteed by who is 16? Somebody did him dirty.
Oh.
Had him looking option.
Yeah, hey, before we get into that too, just on the sake, I saw a comment I had to just address as all, just on a personal side. Rich, I see you. Hawks Haven does have a YouTube channel. You can look it up. It's in there, but I don't have access to it. I don't even know how to get access to it. But if I do find that out, I'll have to figure things out in terms of creating content on that side too. Like they're giving me the keys to some things, so I got to figure some things out on that side. Back to my boy, because I need to hear this conversation. Who the hell was cooking who?
TJ Vasher, rookie out of Texas Tech.
Bad.
I think he like 6'6", 215.
He looked tall as hell.
Tall as shit, feet quick. He can still get it in and out of breaks. That's why I'm like, guy made it 53. I don't know if y'all saw the picture of the Jones. He had like a one-handed catch like this. Little Odell Jones.
I ain't seen that.
Odell Jones back in the end zone. Cuz had it.
Seen that.
Cuz having a little solid camp. He actually did it in a game versus Texas Tech. Little one-handed jump behind the head. Because you know what I'm saying, 6'6", bro, you can't go wrong, bro. If you can, I think he run like a 4'4". You know what I'm saying? Cuz fast.
I'm about to ask you, how does he run?
Undrafted free agent, bro.
And what school you from?
Texas Tech.
He was cooking over there.
He got it. He's cooking enough to get drafted.
He didn't get drafted.
But nah, I mean, cooking enough to get picked up. But I'll say this: I seen his tape, bro. A lot of his stuff he was running was, posts, flies.
Most tall receivers.
Yeah, but when I seen him do the back to one, I was like, oh, cuz got a little, wiggle in him. So
how did Campbell Joseph play last year though? Or was he hurt?
He didn't really play like that for real. I mean,
Campbell didn't play like that at all.
Nah, Anthony Brown was out there.
But Campbell just didn't get no burn. He at least got to get some burn.
He's getting, I think, when somebody got hurt, but it was mainly Jordan Lewis in the slot, which is great.
Y'all took Joseph in a second.
Yeah.
He didn't get no burn.
I mean, he wasn't. You got to think, he's not going to come in for Diggs. He's not going to come in for Jordan Lewis.
But it's a lot of okay. All right.
He not, and Anthony Brown, y'all say, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Anthony Brown does have his blunders every now and then, but he's still a solid too. I'd
have thought Campbell Joseph played a little more than that though.
Nah, and I think he was hurt coming into camp or something like that, out of shape or something, but he whatever, bro. As you can see.
But this year, I guess he gonna have more of a role.
Not if Anthony Brown playing like the way they talking about, I can't see it, bro. Because he's.
So let me ask you this question, bro. When it comes to cornerbacks, and I'm not the first person to ask this question in terms of when it's related to Trayvon Diggs, are you a person, for you yourself, and actually this actually pertains to Rye as well, so it's not just to Nick. Do y'all want a cornerback, do y'all want a cornerback who is giving up 1,200 yards, and I'm exaggerating, but he gave up over 1,000. I'm just saying, like, would y'all rather take a cornerback who will give up 1,200 yards and forces 12 turnovers a year, or would you all take a cornerback who gives up 400 yards a year but only forces 6 turnovers a year as well? So 406 turnovers or 1,200 and 12 turnovers. Which one would you all take?
Option B, all day long.
Wait, which one was option B? Just so we
the second one. The second one you said 400 yards and 6 turnovers.
Okay. Why? And I want to hear your question. I mean your answer.
Because
to Nick,
granted, if you're only getting put it like this: when you say 1,200 yards and you give them 12 turnovers, now the name of the game is getting the ball back. Now, I'm all for that, but there are definitely times in the game where we need stops, and if you can't get stops, and you giving up yards, I guess before I keep going, do you all consider the 1,200 yards be a lot of yards given up as a corner?
Hell yeah.
Okay, well then that's
a season for one receiver.
That just leads to my point. That means you really, end of the day, you're kind of just all over the place, bro. You're not really doing your position, your job that well. I mean, you're getting turnovers when at certain points of the game. 12 turnovers is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, you get the ball 12 times, you doing something out there. But as a corner, I would much rather you give up less yards than that, bro. Like, I mean, I feel like as a team, yeah, the other corner only got half the turnovers you got, but that's why football is the most ultimate team sport. Like I might have only had 6 turnovers, but there's other people on my team that can make plays too. So if you can hold your side down only 400 yards the whole season, and you give me 6 turnovers, I think you're very productive. You're more productive than the other corner that's giving up 1,200 yards and 12 turnovers. Because who's to say everybody else on the team not balling? So all day long, I would take 400 yards and 6 turnovers.
Where you at, Nick, and why?
It's a trick question because I have Trayvon Diggs on my team, and he does that. And the biggest thing with him is he has the leash, or he has the lack of chain, I guess, to do what he wants to do kind of on us in the field. So it's like we run a lot of cover 3, and he gets to
cover 3 match.
Yeah, so he gets to use his speed, or to try to bait people in, or like, so it's hard to say this is exactly what I want. Of course, I would rather have him not give up 60 yards a game. That's basically what it is, 60 yards a game. What if you kind of break it down like that? If you give it 60 a game, yeah, it sounds bad, but 60 a game too, like, it ain't that bad, bro.
But here's the end of the day, you give up 200 yards, you're not strapping. That's just what it comes. You're not strapping.
But what if you plan? So say like this. So say if you in zone or whatever all season, and somebody just happens to catch this shit around you in your zone, they throw the yards on you.
So does that consider to be attached to you though?
Yeah,
like, does that get attached to you if you play in zone?
Yeah, he's not just giving up 1,200.
No. I'm asking a general question. Like, if you play in zone and it just happens to be caught in your, I guess, vicinity, does that count against your yardage? Like, let's say I'm playing cover 3 and I got the third.
It should.
But somebody underneath, comes and catches a pass. Does that mean those yards get accounted to yards?
That's your zone. It's the flat man, or whoever it's either the flat or the hook.
Okay, go ahead.
The flat or the hook. But to your point though, fuck, bro.
And before you go,
blew me. Yeah, no, actually, go ahead because I lost my point.
In his defense, a lot of his jumps were kind of broken plays where, say, a receiver's running over route. Let's say, I think it was the San Francisco game. A receiver's running over route. He's chasing them from right side of the field all the way to the left, and Brandon Ayuk goes up. You know what I'm saying? Or like the Kadarius Toney jump where he's running an out route, and then I think Daniel Jones was whatever, and then Toney finally just goes up. You know what I'm saying? To give him somewhere to throw. So it's like, yeah, he's giving up yards, but a lot of these are giving up broken plays. The defense ain't get there yet, so he could be there for the initial route. But if somebody breaks off, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit. I mean, it's not all his fault because if you cover somebody 4 seconds, where the ball either should be going somewhere else, out of bounds, or a sack.
So here's my thing. And I was gonna give an alternative perspective, something that was also proposed through somebody else, but also a good question. Y'all mentioned 60 yards a game. If you're a receiver, right, and somebody tells you, or you're aware that you're averaging 60 yards a game throughout a season, do you think that you're underperforming? Would you think that you're underperforming, or would you think that you're having a really good season if you're averaging 60 yards a year?
That's 60 yards a game. Excuse me. You've given up over
60 yards a game is what I meant.
That's a stat.
You give up 60 yards a game. That's about little over
No,
1,000.
you not giving up. You are the receiver, right?
Yes.
Nick, you're the receiver too, right? You're the receiver. Are you saying that you're okay with having 60 yards a game, or are you the type of receiver who wants triple digits? You want to average triple digits or close to triple digits as possible
Per game?
Yeah.
Ain't that many people averaging triple digits?
Yeah, about the same.
I think close to, if not triple digits.
60 people averaging like 60 yards a game.
I'm about to say, I
now.
think the league, I think Julio Jones has the record for like career average, like 95 yards per game or something like that. Am I tripping? I think so.
No, I'll take a look. I'm only asking because I think I wanted to give a perspective from the receiver side too, and not just like allowing 60 yards a game is relatively low.
Yeah,
but,
I think the record for career is 95 a game, and I think that's Julio right now. And I think as a receiver, if I'm playing receiver now, granted, 60 yards a game is not what I'm setting out to do every game. You know what I mean? But if I'm only averaging 60 yards a game, I mean the pedestal is 1,000 for the season, right? I mean that's the gold standard. Get 1,000. I'm getting 1,000 if I'm averaging 60 yards a game. Now that separates the elite from the above average. If you know what I'm saying, get in the 1,200s or 1,300s or the 14s, but 60 yards a game, I've had a productive season. Call it what you want. Like I'm over 1,000 consecutively if I'm averaging 60 yards a game. Now, of course, the competitive side of me doesn't want to average 60 yards a game. I mean, I might not be comfortable with 60 yards a game, but you know, would I make the Hall of Fame if I average 60 yards a game for 10 years? Sure. I might. I might.
I'm looking at these numbers right now, fellas. Bruh. This nigga Cooper Kupp was a dog.
Yeah,
he was getting like 10 catches a game now.
Listen, there was only one receiver in the NFL last year who had this is receivers and tight ends, who had over 100 yards per game in terms of yards.
Cooper.
But guess how many he had over 100 yards? Just take a random guess. It doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to be
like what the average over 100.
Guess what his number was. Like, just think, what was it? Was it like 105, 101, 115, 120? What was his number?
I looked at the bottom ticker, Cooper Kupp was over 150, bro. Every time I look at the bottom ticker, bro.
So you say 150?
No. I'm not gonna say 150. I'm just saying a lot of times I look at the bottom ticker week to week because I play fantasy football, so I'm always paying attention to the numbers. Like, it seemed like he was always over 112, 113, always, but week to week. But I would say he's like 111.
111. Nick, where you at?
Like 117.
Bruh. The second receiver in the NFL in yards per game was Devontae Adams. He had 97 yards per game.
That's good.
Cooper Kupp was number one.
Okay.
Cooper Kupp had 114 yards per game, bro.
Okay.
That's tough.
All right. That makes sense.
114, bro. That gap is ridiculous, bro.
That's bad.
Ridiculous, bro. That shit is incredible.
I got a question.
What's up?
All right, so look, say you're a corner, right? And you went against Mike Thomas, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, Odell, Devontae, and Cooper Kupp. You held all them under 60 yards. You held them all to 60 yards. You gonna feel good about yourself, ain't you?
I had a hell of a game.
Say it again. My bad. I apologize. I know you mentioned Odell, some other people.
Yeah, just think of top 10 receivers in the league. You went against all of them that one year. You held them all to 60 yards a game. How you gonna feel about yourself?
Feeling good.
I feel real good.
I'm feeling great.
Really
First
good,
of all,
bro.
under your average, I'm feeling good. If you normally average, you know what I'm saying, last week you come into the game, you didn't have 150 last week. I'm like, I'll hold him under 60. I'm feeling good.
But what if you gave up 60 to a nigga like Cam Sims?
See, now that's a problem. See, no, that's a problem. Anybody sorry on my side don't even look over. If you throw the ball and he's sorry and you throw it to me, I'm taking this disrespect. Don't throw this ball over here, bro.
First off, Cam Sims, that was one catch that you talking about that he cooked them. And technically he was playing good.
But
playing
I'm
the
just,
defense.
but I mean, you gave up. Look, you gave up that play, bro. You got cooked. It is what it is. But I'm just saying that to say like you gave
But
up
he was
that. You gave
there,
up that
and he
bomb,
caught him,
and it
and he
counts
made
to
him
your
turn the ball.
average, bro.
Yeah, I mean, sorry niggas cook you every time.
Look,
Mediocre
he
might
gave
cook
up a
Brian
big
at
play
least one
against
time
De'Ami
at
Brown
hurt.
too.
No, he didn't.
De'Ami
No, he did
Brown
not.
gave up a big play too.
Mediocre
Like,
Mike
come
can
on now.
get one bucket. Don't do that.
That's funny.
You said you didn't give up Mike no buckets, man.
Mediocre Mike ain't scored one time on me. Not once. Not one time. And I made sure.
I don't remember that, bro.
Please believe me.
Play got
When
one.
I'm locked in, I'm fouling. I don't care what happens, bro. When I'm locked in and I'm mad, believe that you won't be scoring, bro.
Ball
You
up,
won't call
nigga.
a foul.
Ball up.
Ball, you better call it.
Oh
So-
my god, bruh.
Other than that, though, bro, that's all I'm saying. 60 yards, it sounds like a lot, but if you playing all good receivers or just anybody, bro, like
I don't think it's a lot, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think it's a lot. If you giving up 60 yards, especially if you the number one DB, that's one thing. Like if you the number 2 or number 3 DB and you giving up 60, that actually may be something. I don't know. I don't know which one. Now that I think about it, because I'm over here talking about it. If you're the number 1 DB giving up 60, that may be something. But if you're the number 2 or number 3 giving up 60, knowing that quarterbacks is going to target you more.
That's what I'm saying.
Quarterbacks
Quarterback's going to target you more.
but
So-
the way Trayvon plays, the way Diggs play, I'm just naming him because he's, you know what I'm saying, he had the similar stats. He plays trail technique. A lot of his interceptions come from baiting quarterback in. So it kind of goes back to the Tony Romo thing. If I'm in a situation,
Trapping though, Nick.
if I ask Terry McLaurin, ask him what his numbers was.
Stop it.
Don't
Stop it.
do
Because
that,
y'all
Don't do
Ask him
that.
what his numbers was.
Don't do that, bro.
Y'all
Ask him what his
know-
numbers was.
Don't do that, bro. Why would you say that?
Rod
bro?
and Nick, y'all both know that I scouted Terry McLaurin, bro. You don't
I'm
want to do this,
sharp.
bro. You don't want to do this, bro.
I'm here.
Because
Don't
Nick
do that.
over here spitballing, and I know he didn't watch the tape. I know that for a fact.
What's his?
did
You
not
talking
watch
about
that
the
shit,
Johnson?
bro.
He was open, but he didn't get the ball. I can't count that. I can't count that, bro. He didn't get the ball.
Hey,
Nick
Hawk,
be faking
we do-
like
Don't nobody.
I'm about to say I'm not even entertaining it. I'm not entertaining it. Hawk asked us if we be hooping, bruh. That's actually a random question, but also
Pull
a good
up,
question
Hawk.
because we do hoop. We actually do hoop. Hoop on Saturdays. Where are you at? Because we can tell you if it's worth your drive. We can tell you if it's worth the drive. If you're in the area, hey, pull up. But if you're not, I'm gonna tell you, don't worry about it. But hell yeah. So listen, let me get to a question, fellas. From our guy Rich. He asked us if you think that Zeke is gonna have a bounce back year. He said 960 yards a season.
Who said that, Rich?
I think it was a typo. 960 per season ain't it, but how many TDs? I'm gonna show it. Maybe y'all can help me out because I'm not following. But he was asking if Zeke is gonna have a bounce back year. Do y'all think that?
I mean, to the general question, I think Zeke is definitely more in tune to this coming season. I mean, not to say that he took any season off for granted. I mean, I'm not trying to say that at all. But the thing about Zeke, I think Dallas is now realizing that Tony Pollard is supposed to be a lot more in tune to the offense than he's really been because Nick can tell you, bro. It seemed like last year, every time Tony Pollard touched the rock, he was going positive at least 7-8 yards every time he touched the ball, bro. It's hard to keep a player like that off the field. Now, do I think Zeke is going to be in shape and ready for the season and dedicated to being dominant? I think so. I think Zeke still got a lot left in the tank. But it's the fact that you got such a productive player behind him. It's like, how do I keep letting Tony Pollard not touch this rock? Because every time he's in there, he looks better than Zeke. Now, that's just the facts. I'm not trying to slight Zeke. I just feel like whenever Zeke still runs hard, Zeke still averages about 4.5 a carry. Am I tripping? How much Zeke average? He get a lot on his carries,
He was
right?
like 4.3 yesterday. I mean,
Okay,
last
well,
year.
yeah. I mean, career average, I think is about that. Zeke's still a productive player, but do I think he gonna go over 1,000 this year? I think if he does go over 1,000, it'll be like 1,010. You know what I'm saying? 1,050. It just really if Zeke start eating early in the season, I think they're gonna start feeding him a little more. You feel me? That's what I think. But Tony Pollard definitely has still been elite, right? I mean, I'm not gonna say elite. Been balling in the offense. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Go
You
ahead.
got it,
Go
Nick.
ahead. No, all right. So I'll do it real quick. I do think Zeke will probably have like 1,100 yards, 10 TDs.
Oh yeah, that'd be. But I would say about 8.
All right, so to be clear, because I think he had 1,000 last year or something. He already had 1,000 last year.
Yeah,
under just barely under 1,000.
He got 1,000. He was like 1,037.
Right. So let me ask you, because I just wanted to stop you at 1,100 because I knew he had like around that number. Is it a bounce back season? Like, what is he more efficient, or is it something like that under 4 yards a carry type of 1,000 yards? Like, what does that 1,100 yards mean for you? Does he bounce back? I don't even know. Like, if you have 1,000 yards, now that I think about it, like,
it's not really a bounce back.
Yeah, it's not really a bounce back.
It could be more impactful, I guess that's what you're trying to say.
Okay. And he had 4.2. He had 1,000 yards and 1,002 yards, 10 touchdowns, 4.2 yards per carry, 58 yards per game. So you said 1,100 is what you're thinking or what he could have. I'll get the floor back to you, and you can.
Yeah, and only I say that supposedly our offense is supposed to be a lot of up tempo, and which means hopefully we spread the ball. I mean, we spread like a lot of 11 personnel, which means we got spread. Zeke doesn't have to worry about 8-man boxes. It can be, you know what I'm saying, him and one linebacker. He made that linebacker miss. We go to the races. Well, his races is different from Tony Pollard races, so you know what I'm saying. Cut it back a little bit, but I feel like if they're going to run an offense the way I think they are, to help out the offensive line, he should have a decent year. And also he should get the ball earlier and often, instead of, you know what I'm saying.
I think what it comes down to is what do you really qualify as a bounce back year?
Yeah,
because
I think he had the same year.
Like, bounce back, like, because Zeke led the league as a rookie, right, in rushing. I think it was like, is that what you mean? Like, does Zeke come back to form like top 5 rushing? I don't think so.
I don't think he would get enough touches to sniff that. Like,
right. I don't think so.
We bought in a boy from the USFL. I think to get some other snaps. Got Tony Pollard, who should be getting the ball other types of ways. He just won't have the amount of touches, but I do believe that will keep him fresh throughout the season, which will, you know what I'm saying, hopefully keep him healthy and just be productive, bro. If he can get 70 yards a game, average 70 yards a game, I'm cool with that. Because I feel like if he got 70, Tony Pollard probably get, you know what I'm saying, 50 to 70 because he's just a playmaker. And then he's solid, bro.
So here was my thing. What was the story behind Zeke last year? Like, I want to sit here and say that I knew exactly what it was, and I do kind of remember, but like as the days go on, like the 2021 seasons, like daily storylines, it don't matter what team it is, it kind of fades away. But what was the storyline for Zeke last year? Because a lot of people weren't necessarily happy. I mean, Tony Pollard, 5.5 yards a carry, 700 yards. And then Zeke, 1,000 yards, 4.2 yards a carry. I know you weren't a fan of Zeke. You were ready to move on essentially, and you and Rick had that back and forth battle about Zeke and his future with the Cowboys. You actually wanted to get rid of Zeke this offseason. What was the storyline? And also, it sounds like for a person who had 1,000 yards, you saying that you thinking he can reach 1,100 yards this year. That actually in turn sounds like for your standards, Nick, sounds like it's a bounce back season.
Yeah, I mean, 1,100 yards is what, 66 yards a game, 59 yards a game. If Zeke can't do that, he shouldn't be getting paid. You know what I'm saying? What he getting paid, bro?
Contract is his contract. I mean,
I'm just saying though, bro. That should entice you to do more because you trying to get more bag.
You would think.
But I get it. You know what I'm saying? But last year, I think after week 5, I believe Zeke was dealing with an injury. They really couldn't shake. I don't know if it was his knee or something.
Yeah, they said it was bad. They said boy was really banged up every week.
Yeah, so he was out there getting a shot every quarter, making sure that knee he couldn't feel nothing. So that's why I said hopefully he can just stay healthy and I guess I'm not even exactly sure what the knee thing was, but it just bothered him all year. And I could tell when I watched his tape, I could tell he just looked a little bit slower, or he didn't have that burst. Because the first 5 games, Rick was right. Zeke was looking all right. Can't even lie. You know what I'm saying? He had that burst. He was moving. But once he got hurt, he just wasn't there. And you know what I'm saying? You hurt, bro. And he toughed it out. But in my eyes, I feel like if Zeke was hurt as they say he was, get Tony Pollard some more carries. That's it, bro. Help Zeke out. You know what I'm saying? He still can get, you know what I'm saying, his carries, but get the ball to TP. Because TP 20 a home run waiting to happen, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
Tony Pollard, definitely. I mean, I was texting Nick throughout the season. I'm like, bro, why is it every time he get in the game, he do something, bro?
It's OC, bro. It's like and supposedly supposed to find different ways for him to get the ball because this is contract year, so he finna have a great year. So if you got fantasy, bro, get my man, pick him up.
Real.
And I'm gonna just do this last thing about the squad, and we can go to the next topic. Receivers, low key, but looking all right. Of course, TJ Vasher, 16, been having a great camp. Dax found I wouldn't call him Cedric Wilson, but it's another rookie, Dennis Houston out of West Illinois. Cuz been having a great camp. Noah Brown. I don't know why we've been keeping the boy so long. I found out this camp. Cuz I didn't know he could run routes as well, bro. I don't know what Amari taught him, but Cuz having a great camp too.
I had to scout him too, bro.
Brown.
Yeah, Noah Brown. They had me scout that run blocking fiend.
Bro, I think he should put on 10 pounds and play tight end, in my eyes. And also Jalen Tolbert, he been having a great camp. Kavontae Turpin, the guy we got from USFL, he probably ended up making a 53. Only because he's going to be a punt returner for real. Punt return, kick return. Other than that, he decent. That's about it. Dakman, I guess he ain't had a bad camp. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm really curious to see what happens with the receiver room.
All right, hold on, bro. We was talking about the running back, bro. And you didn't branch off.
No, I was getting that in there before we ended, bro.
Fuck all that. We sticking on subject. Listen. Last thing, and we up out of here. Liquid Courage, man. Has Liquid Courage ever went in your favor? And I want you all to know that when I don't want to trap you all for anything that you all don't, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Sean McVay, he took in some tequila one night, right? This was last year, 2021. And that man got drunk. That man said, hey, owners, talking about the Rams brass, he FaceTimed these guys. He says, here's the fucking deal, okay? We can sit here and exist and be okay with winning 9 to 11 games and losing the effing divisional round and feel like, oh, everything's okay. Or we can let our motherfucking nuts hang and go trade for this effing quarterback and give ourselves a chance to win an effing world championship. Are you effing ready to do this or what? It paid off for the Rams ultimately. These guys won a Super Bowl in 2021. Fellas, what are your thoughts on Sean McVay and his approach to obtaining Matt Stafford? And then secondly, again, don't think Liquid is always related about one thing. You know what I'm saying? What is some things that you said you had to kind of take a shot or two before approaching a particular situation? And I'll leave the floor to you all. As a matter of fact, I'll go first. My approach or Sean McVay's approach, I respect it in a general sense, man. I never really like to talk to your bosses like that is one thing, but also to be as demonstrative as that and explicative. I probably said it wrong, but
explicit.
There we go. See, that's what I said. I knew I said it wrong.
What did you say, bro?
As he would. I don't know what I said.
What he said.
Oh my god.
That is explicit.
As he was, bruh. It's something that it's like I commend it, I respect it. But clearly you can't do that sober. And for him to take a 2-shot, he was a few shots of tequila in before he did that. I kind of respect the fact that he even said, all right, this is what I plan on doing. I may need some help, but I'm going to do this because we need to make sure that we secure this quarterback. And the reason why it made some difference to me is because Washington was in the mix with Matt Stafford. And for whatever degree, or to whatever degree this part played in Stafford's willingness to stay or to choose Los Angeles over Washington, because again, Washington was in the mix. I respect exactly how Sean McVay approached this, and how things worked for him moving forward. And obviously, they won a ring in their first year together. For me personally, Liquid Courage, that's a hard question, and I'm not gonna lie to you all because there's been quite a few times where I said, man, I can't do this without no drink, bro.
Anymore, bro.
I said I can't do this without no drink. So it's hard for me to say like something particularly worked out in my favor because I took a drink, because there's been too many times where I said I have to take a drink. And I'm not sitting here saying that that's okay for those who, battle these issues. I just know there was times where like I couldn't do X without this drink. Like I couldn't do it. And if it paid off, who knows? Like I may not even know to this day if it paid off. There's some times I reached out to, on the journalism side, I reached out to people where I was drunk, and I was like, I know if I don't do anything, if I don't drink, I'm not gonna send them shit because I'm gonna have these nerves racked up. If I drink, I'll be all right. I can send whatever the hell I'm thinking. I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but I can send what I'm thinking, and maybe they respect that. And who knows? Maybe that's a crux. I don't know, but I can't tell you. It's a really hard question. So maybe you all have a better answer for the second part of the question. But what do you all think about Sean McVay, and what do you all think about the Liquid Courage side? Did you ever need that boost of tequila or that Hennessy or maybe that whiskey or that bourbon to get something that you needed done?
Liquid courage is a real thing, bro. So
hell yeah.
The cliche is drunk man tells no lies. Now, at the same time, liquid courage can either be beneficial or can go left. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes when you drink, and depending on what you drink, you feel almost invincible, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the liquid courage obviously took effect to Sean McVay, and I mean, truth be told, I'm not sure why he needed the liquid courage to say what he said. Maybe because he felt attached to Jared Goff, and maybe he was afraid to say what he had to say in order to trade for this quarterback. But it is, one of them situations that worked out in his favor because he was able to speak how he really felt, able to comfortably say it and not have to think about the ramifications at the time, because I'm sure we've all had nights where we were like, damn, I wish I didn't say that. But, certain times, it just happens. And as it relates to liquid courage, Mual might know this because I talked a lot to Mual leading up to this job interview that I recently had a little while ago.
Oh, no.
No.
You did? You did it? You did it on liquor, bro?
Definitely did.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, listen, bro. I had studied and went over and over my notes and the questions and the possible questions that I could potentially get. And I felt like I was overdoing it, and I felt like I could not help myself. And the more as the time doing the closer to my interview, I couldn't calm down, bro. I couldn't. Like I was just too antsy. I was nervous because I wanted it so bad, bro. Ended up talking to another one of my friends, and they suggested, man, just take a couple shots, bro, and just go for it, man. Literally, I had a little bit of Hennessy left, bro. I had just enough for 2 shots. Took them joints, logged into this meeting, bro, and I took off, bro. And to this day, I saved that bottle too. Still, I got the joint saved, and I'm at the end of the way, bro.
I respect that, bro. Like I didn't even think like the saving of it is obviously the sentimental part,
definitely
because of what it did for you. But damn, like I really didn't know that you took a shot for that jump, bro. Like
I took
that,
a couple.
it worked up to that point. Like you
Yeah.
took a couple shots for that point, bro. That shit is crazy. And again, let's reiterate as we transition to Nick, because I want to give my props to Rod, man. That's a really good story because obviously we know what it did for you in terms of your job, your interview. Like that's what that did for you. But we're not encouraging, people who are
not at all.
struggling with issues.
Hell nah.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
do that. I wouldn't recommend.
Think about going to liquor and thinking, but people who drink casually and who are capable of managing and who are capable of managing these drinks and things like that, we understand, like we've been there is where I'm getting at. So don't think that we're saying you need to drink before you do XYZ. But let's go ahead and transition to Nick. What do you think about Cooper Kupp? Sean McVay and his decision for Matt Stafford? And then also, what were times where liquid courage paid off for you, if you have a time?
Yeah, man. Plenty of times it has. Can't talk about it on the show. But nah, for real, that's the type of coach you want on your that's why you hired him, bro. To tell you we one piece away. We get one quarterback, we can win the whole thing. Or we just need this one piece. I can guarantee you trip to the bowl. And you know what I'm saying? I wish, we had somebody like that. But my boy Uncle Les, you know what I'm saying? He got a bowl out of it. But that's what you need, bro. I hope I don't even see nobody in my locker room does shit like that for real, to be honest. So shout out to the man. But liquid courage, bro. I don't know where I would be at without liquid courage, bro. I ain't gonna say I've done so much, but like I've done a lot of shit I probably wouldn't have done just regular Nick, bro. And it ain't too much I don't care about sober. So when I'm drunk, I'd be like, man, fuck it.
Let's go.
Let's go. Gotta do it.
Let's go.
I would say about 75% of my jumps definitely was a hit. Needed that.
Jesus Christ.
25%, it probably ain't go so well.
About to say.
Just be drunk, bro. Like, fuck it.
Nick, are you okay? Are you all right now?
What happened,
we
bro?
need to take a break.
Nah, you be lit, bro. And like, especially on trips, bro. Like, have this shit. Sometimes you be doing. I be like, bro, I want to do this shit. But
man, you be thinking it too. You be like, bro, I don't even know what I'm thinking about, but I don't even care, bro. Come on, bro, let's go.
Bro, I don't want to go over there, bro.
But whatever, bro. Come on, let's do it.
Get to the spot. I'm like, nigga, it's the best shit ever, kid. I'll tell one story. Like one joint, I was like, bro, fuck it. Was in Miami, Nikki Beach. Everybody was in that joint. A sober me would have never took that trip to Mual, you was there, to the Land of Wonders.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go ahead,
So
tell the story. I don't even know where you're going. I remember the Land of Wonders, but
nah,
I don't know what story you
before
had
that, because they was like, "Are y'all trying to go to the spot?" I was like, "Bro," I sober me would have been like, I'd have been like, "Man, fuck no, bro. I don't know these people." But drunk me was like, "Fuck it, bro, we out." Bro.
Hey, Rod, just know you would have never been able to understand who we were to this day if that trip went left, like, because we wouldn't be around.
Dead, bro. I guarantee it. When I tell you that was the longest trip, it was the longest 20 minutes of my life, bro. I lie to you, man. The first 5 minutes was like, oh yeah, all right, it's Liddy. We going down the street. Then down the street turned to like 20 minutes away. I was like, bro, hold up there. We don't know who driving. All black trucks. This could be mob, bro. We out of here. Russian mafia. We dead. Didn't end up that way. Ended up probably one to be the best nights of the clan ever, bro. Ever. But sober me would have never. I'd have left y'all. I'd have went back to the hotel. But drunk me said, I'm gonna stick here with my boys.
Hey, Hog,
see this one through.
Hog, I don't know where we was at, to be honest with you. Like that night, matter of fact, I think the first party we went to was in the hood. Like that club that we went to that we was hanging out with where we met these guys was probably I don't know. I don't know too much about Miami at that time.
Nikki Beach. Nikki Beach is a great club in Miami on Ocean Drive.
Oh, that was Ocean Drive, bro. I thought we was already okay.
Nah, I want to say we was on like 5th or 3rd Street or something like that. We wasn't far from the Bentley.
Okay.
Because we walked to the jump and
we walked. I didn't even know that part.
Nikki Beach was straight. It took us a minute to get there though. I think it might take us. But Nikki Beach was straight. Apparently, Warren Sapp was talking about it. What it used to be back in the day. Obviously, nowhere near that. Because he's like, that was the place to go.
Hey, I just realized I didn't really, I guess, expound on. I ended up doing probably the best interview I've ever done in my life. I mean, to be honest, like I've never, bro, I have never.
I didn't mean to say the name out loud.
That's fine. That's all gravy. It's not illegal to drink. They all talk about happy hour. I'm all good. But here's what I'm trying to say. Like I have never had an interview go as good as that one ever. Like, and I've done some interviews, bro. Like, it went well. Of course, I got the job. I mean, job changed my life, and I kept the bottle. So that's what
Ryan stopped spending money since he got that job, bro.
It's crazy, bro. I just been.
What y'all trying to do?
I just been moving, bro.
Hey, now $100. All right, bet. Let's go and do it. I got the money right now.
How much it costs? Dump it.
This ain't shit. This ain't shit, dog.
Let's do it, bro.
Hey, I respect that, man. Listen, Hawk, you got the information. Saturdays, 11 a.m. We'll be up Walker Mill. I won't be around this Saturday. Skins play at 1 first and foremost, but secondly, I got something to do at like 10 o'clock, so I won't even be around for the hoop session. So, but typically, 11 a.m. we be hooping at Walker Mill. So he said he's staying at Laurel. So if he want to make that drive, he can make that drive. That's in the area in a sense. So that's up to him. But man, we.
Mike
We'll be back next week. Go ahead.
Nah, you cut out for a second. You good?
Okay. Now, I'm about to say the fellas will be back next week. And ain't nothing changing. One of these days we will get Rick back. His schedule is what it is, but I guess he's nearing the end of his student schedule, his IT schedule. So good things for him on his personal journey. And things like that. So he'll be back around, and the new viewers don't really know Rick because he's been gone that long. But he'll be back. He'll be back. The fella, like I said, I'll be back. What's today? Wednesday. I'll be back Friday for Washington Commanders morning show. And then obviously, like I said, the fellas will be back next week, both on the Trapper Dive Commander side and all 32 side. So with that being said. Matter of fact, if y'all got any last things, man, I want to get y'all the floor because I know I close out. But if y'all got any things going on y'all side that y'all want to put out there, go ahead and then we'll close out.
Man, tighten up, man. Thursday night, man. Tune in preseason football. Malik Willis got the whole show going, man. Traylon Burks, man. Starting out the season. Starting out good against the Ravens. Preseason, I don't really care. I'm ready to get a W. Care who go out there. I hate the... Why would you mute me, bro? That's crazy.
Thank you, bro.
Tighten up. We out here, baby. Shut up, bro.
You know how we do it over here.
Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Nick, what you got if you want to get your last thoughts or anything that you got going on, bro?
Sorry, Dallas Cowboys, man. Don't play no.
Nah, I don't really got too much going on. Follow me at NickTrip _ at all socials, especially IG. That's about it, bro. Follow me, cuz. And also, big rapping coming out very soon. About to add some hats to the catalog. You know what I'm saying? So we working, baby. I actually gotta go to Atlanta and do some stuff, but yeah,
shout out my boy
look
Jared.
at that. He got to go to Atlanta again. Okay, that's what's up.
Want to make it his masters of Villanova, man. Shout out my boy Jared.
Oh yeah, shout out to Jared, bro. He is a listener, man, a true supporter, bro. He been around since the day one days. Since we started this whole Trapper Dive thing. So shout out to Jared, man. Congratulations to him, bro. And like I told you, Jared, if you listening to this, anything you need, dog.
Yeah.
Hit us up, bro. I'm around. You got my number. All that good stuff, man. For sure. Yeah, man. I think we're good. I think we're good. We'll go ahead and lock up out of here, man. I'll be back Friday. Fellas be back next week. Y'all be safe. All that good stuff. Peace.